You're listening to the Truck Talk with Trivista podcast, brought to you by TrivistaCompanies.com, the ultimate source for all things trucking, and sponsored by Louisville Masonry and Stone in Louisville, Kentucky, where beauty and function meet. I'm Anita Massey, Director of Marketing for Trivista Companies. Thanks for joining us today. So today we're going to have a conversation with Vince Cerni, one of the owners of Trivista Companies in our Ohio region, and we're going to talk about all the different services that they offer in the Ohio region. I wanted to start by talking about Trivista equipment. That's a logo that people might be seeing and hearing about here in the Ohio region, so I thought maybe we could give some clarification to who Trivista equipment is, what services and products fall underneath that. So Vince, would you want to explain that a little bit?
Sure. So when we made the acquisition of the Paynesville store in 2017, they had a small body shop that was building snow and ice equipment for some local municipalities. And we saw that as a great opportunity to not only continue those services, but also grow upon the experience and knowledge and expertise of the technicians and management staff in that facility. So we started Trivista Equipment. And as Trivista Equipment started, we focused primarily on snow and ice builds, because here up in the Northeast, there's a lot of snow, Lake Erie, snow effect, just Ohio in general. I think the average temperature is 66 degrees. So a lot of snow and ice equipment flows through here, and we focused on a body company, Gallion and Godwin, so steel bodies and stainless and aluminum bodies. And we've done pretty good there, but we decided to expand our portfolio to offer additional items that our clients were asking us for. So we added Swap Loader, which is a hook lift brand, and that goes anywhere from a 10,000 pound hoist all the way up to a 65,000 pound hoist, single axle under CDL all the way up to quad and twin axle chassis. And then we found that there were clients that weren't that interested in a hook system because their current fleet was all cable and the transition was challenging. So we teamed up with a company called GalFab, and we now offer cable lift systems as well. So in the cable lift system, same thing. You could do a 25.5 GVW all the way up to a 66,000 pound, and actually the cable lifts go all the way up to 75,000 pound lifting capacity. So they do standard duty, hoist, heavy duty, above frame options. GalFab's come and made some really nice product improvements over the past couple years to improve the lifting capacities. And so we added those two product lines back in 2019 and have been pretty successful with that to our local community and also our other Trivista locations in Iowa and Kentucky, Indiana.
So those products and services are available in the other states as
Yes,
well?
yeah. So what we do is we work really closely with our team and our clients, and because we are also a chassis provider, we're kind of a one-stop shop. If you would like to go with a Navistar brand, you can buy your chassis and your product upfit directly from us. It shows up here in Ohio. We put it all together and we deliver it right to you completed. All along the way, we're trying to communicate with you and ask you, hey, do you want this light here? Hey, this is the kind of pump. Where do you want the switches on the dash?
So customizing.
Yeah, a lot of it is custom. We try to do as much of it up front as possible because change orders create a time lag and challenges with pricing, but we try to get as much as we can up front so that the build goes smoothly. So we've got opportunities to and have already produced several product lines out there. Several municipalities from the Kentucky region have purchased multiple years in a row upfits for snow and ice equipment from the Trivista Equipment builds up in Ohio. We've actually been able to help some of those municipalities improve the builds a little bit on what they had in the past.
And those, don't mean to interrupt you, but those transfers then, once they get built up in Ohio, are they literally driven down or are they trailered down? What's the transfer?
Yeah, for the most part, we drive them. Or clients want to come pick them up and drive them and get used to them.
Okay.
A product demo always helps from the installers, so we do those as well. just to make sure that everyone is operating the products properly. And if they've got questions, we try to do that. We also do some YouTube videos for guys that get the product back to their shop, and a maintenance manager had it, but he's out for 2 weeks on vacation, and they got to put the vehicle in service. So we'll do some YouTube videos and show you how to operate this product line, which is nice, because people want to get a turnkey operation. I would tell you though, we're not we're chassis agnostic. So if you have a international and love our brand as we do, fantastic, one stop, one shop. But if you're a Mack customer or a Peterbilt customer or a Kenworth customer or a Volvo, we don't have any quorum on installing snow and ice equipment, hook lifts, roll-offs, anything that we can upfit, even our New Way brand, which is the refuse brand. We don't have any challenges whatsoever installing on those products, because this is the equipment side of our business. This isn't necessarily focused on selling just the international chassis. This is on providing options to our clients that help them move their business forward, and with whatever respect that may be. So cable lifts, hook lifts, roll-offs, garbage, front packers, rear packers, automated side loaders. So in 2019 or 2020, we added the New Way brand, which is a Scranton manufacturing company. It's a refuse packer. So when we added the refuse packer, there were a couple things that we were really interested in. One, of course, the rear packers and the automated side loaders. Two, trying to develop and assist the clients that we would be selling to also an opportunity to rent and or lease this type of equipment from us. So interestingly, our Trivista equipment brand here in Ohio has also provided chassis for our lease and rental facility, Idealease, to have a automated side loader for rent, a 25-yard rear packer for rent, a 20-yard under CDL rear packer for rent, a 75,000-pound cable lift for rent. So we're trying to grow our rental fleet here in the state of Ohio to assist those clients who maybe they do buy from us, maybe they don't, but they have a need to fulfill for their clients. They have products that they need to pick up and deliver. They have products that they need to get out of the road. If their vehicles are down, it's very challenging to get this type of equipment. The lead times on production are much more drastic than a standard day cab or a sleeper vehicle. Because of the upfit process associated with tying it all together, lead times typically are 120 days to 230 days, 240 days, almost a year. And when clients have vehicles on order and their current vehicle goes down, they need something. They need to provide a service to their client. So it's been a nice transition as we start to grow our lease and rental fleet for cable lifts, hook lifts, garbage packers, front loaders, automated side loaders, and rear loaders. The Trivista equipment has been a really nice transition into helping us provide some of those services for our customers.
Now, is that Trivista equipment lease and rental service just in Ohio, or is that going to be spread out through the other regions as well?
Yeah, so for a one-day rental, it doesn't make a lot of sense for us to drive the vehicle to Des Moines or Dodge City, Kansas,
Exactly.
or even Louisville for that matter. But if someone has a vehicle down, they know it's going to take a long time to get a part, say a month or 60 days. We would definitely be interested in trying to provide some services to that client to help them keep their business moving forward. At the end of the day, that's the goal. Keep our clients' business moving forward, provide them a product and a service that is second to none so that they can keep providing that service to their end users. A lot of our clients have the same goals as we do. Provide a product and a service that is second to none and be treated the way that you want to be treated. New Way is a fantastic brand, and it has been a fantastic brand across the country. When we picked up the New Way brand, Scranton Manufacturing New Way Packers, we weren't really sure the demand associated with that type of product. We hired a sales professional, Mike Vergoletti. We worked really well with the New Way rep, Josh Eisner, and the ownership at New Way to understand the product line, to give ourselves the knowledge necessary. And it's been a really nice piece of our business that we've been able to provide to the state of Ohio. Now, we can only sell chassis in the state of Ohio with a New Way product. However, we are also a work-ready company for New Way. So if you're in Kentucky, you're going to work with municipal equipment. If you're in Iowa, you're going to work with Elliott's, or that's Maryland. But you're going to work with your local New Way distributor. The good news is that Trivista as a company has at any given time anywhere from 10 to 50 work-ready garbage packers available for purchase.
Wow.
And those have to go through the New Way brand, the local New Way brand, because that's where the majority of the sales are made and who's going to maintain and keep you up to speed with your product once it goes into service. The other nice piece is with this addition, we are able to offer a ton of parts for the state of Ohio with respect to hook lifts, cable lifts, dumpsters, packers, automated sidearms, dump trucks, PTOs, pumps. The list goes on and on. So when we were able to pick up the New Way brand, we got a great piece of parts availability that we can provide to all of those clients in the state of Ohio. And it's not just New Way parts. Of course, we provide New Way parts. But we are, once again, brand agnostic, and we can find parts for any packer. We can find parts for any cable lift or hook lift. We can find parts for any hoist or mounting system available. You know, it takes a little bit of time, but Justin Severa and Dave in Painesville, those two guys are really focused on that business. And we've got a couple guys in the Youngstown store that are also trying to learn and get brought up to speed. Because we do a lot of business with municipalities, and municipalities have snow and ice. They've got tar trucks, they've got tar spreaders, they've got sewer suckers, they've got vacuum pumpers. I mean, if it's a complex
Full
product,
range.
yeah, if it's a complex product inside a municipality, chances are we're going to help them find a way to get their truck back up on the road and running.
So I've noticed one of the bodies that's here, or one of the trucks that's bodied up here on the Youngstown lot, is on a Dennis Eagle truck chassis. Can you talk a little bit about why you chose to put it on the Dennis Eagle? Are there benefits to that versus an international? Talk about that.
Sure. So once again, with the growth opportunity that we saw with Trivista equipment, and as this continues to evolve, we found that in the refuse market, the majority of the vehicles aren't a conventional chassis with the automated side loader. So unfortunately, there were several competing brands already in the state of Ohio, and Dennis Eagle came to the United States, I think, in 2019, and they were looking for suppliers or vendors to promote their product. So we decided, hey man, this is a really nice cab. They're a market share leader in Europe. They build full, complete units in the refuse business in Europe. And so as they're transitioning here to the United States, we felt that it was a great opportunity to jump on board with the Dennis Eagle. Now, the Dennis Eagle cab, the ride is second to none in the industry. The space inside the cab it's a living room.
It is.
And
Really
it's
is.
a living space. These guys get in the trucks at 3 in the morning, and they're done at 11. They pick up 1,000 stops. They need to be comfortable. They need to see what's going on, because they're going up and down tight alleyways,
Exactly.
parked cars on streets. They've got to get in and out of some pretty tight positions, and the visibility, in addition to the space, just creates a driving environment that is second to none.
I think I read it's like 70% more glass on the front and side views of the Dennis Eagle truck. I mean, 70% more visibility for the driver.
Yeah, and that makes it really nice for a driver. If he can see, most likely, there's all these stickers on these trucks. Get out and look.
Right,
Well,
right. Watch your cameras.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Which with the Dennis Eagle and the New Way, you get cameras, and there's several different camera options. I mean, you can go all the way up to, like, I think 10 different camera angles on the
Wow.
on the Packer, and that's just a screen right on your dash.
Yeah.
So you can get an 8-inch standard screen. I think you get a 12-inch upgraded screen. They're all color. I mean, it's really impressive the way that Scranton has developed their product line. You can get a camera on the arm so you can see what's happening on the arm. And so Dennis Eagle was a really nice fit because they also offered some really nice things in the market that are very accepted. Cummins engines and Allison transmissions. There's not much to be said about those two product lines except for they're widely accepted. So the majority of what's new with the Dennis Eagle is the cab. And accepting the cab is why we do a lot of demos here in Ohio, why we're doing demos in Kentucky. And once somebody gets in the cab, the safety aspect, the driver comfort is really accepted. And so we felt that was a really good fit for us as a company. We also offer those in the Work Ready program for any New Way distributors that are out there and listening. If you need an automated side loader, at any given point, we've got 20 plus on order. Automated side loaders, rear loaders, not to mention the smaller Work Ready trucks that we offer, Isuzus, Internationals. And once again, we're brand agnostic. In this scenario, we're trying to provide, in Ohio anyway, we're brand agnostic. We're trying to provide a service for a customer, which is the packer. If they've got a long outstanding relationship with another vehicle, so be it. You know, our objective is to help you get that trash packed in a timely and convenient manner, as safe as possible, and delivered. And so that New Way brand has been a great addition to the Trivista equipment piece here in Ohio. So all of those things together, as this evolves, it helps us grow our waste exposure, or our exposure to the waste and refuse industry. And that opens up a whole new opportunity. We've partnered with a couple different container manufacturers. So if
the
you
roll-off
want
container.
The roll-off container, right? So if you want a roll-off container, it makes life easy. We can, once again, be a one-stop shop.
You're renting those as well, I think.
We can also rent those,
right.
Yes. Yeah, so if somebody's got 50 containers and a customer's demand is for 70,
right.
Come see us, because at any given point, we might have 20 containers available here for rent. So the market has been absolutely crazy. So at this point, we've probably only got 1 or 2 available to rent. But once again, we're trying to be competitive that allows you to have a product in your possession that still allows you to provide a service for your client and still make some money. Because at the end of the day, we're all trying to drive our businesses forward. The great piece about Trivista equipment is all the brands that we've been able to collect, because they all offer a very specific and unique product pending the client's needs. So Monroe is a great brand for hitches, dump bodies, auger bodies, spreaders, hitches, plows, etc. So that's a very big snow and ice provider for us. We also use Godwin and Gallion. I think I mentioned them earlier. We also offer an airflow body, which is a steel dump body. We've been pretty successful with that, and they'll do some custom builds for us, because we do have a bit of custom dump needs here in Ohio and also in Indiana, Kentucky. So those are the dump body offerings that we currently have. We will install a Bebo body or other brand bodies if that is what you need on a chassis. If the
customer brings it to you.
Yeah, and we can help you source those as well. We're just not dealer representatives for those. So once again, we're still providing a service. If you can't find somebody to fit your other brand with your other brand, come to us, and we'll try to find a way to put both of those other brands together for you, because we are a service as well, not just a provider of product. So then we offer swap loader, which is a hook lift. We offer gal fab, which is a cable lift. We don't offer them direct purchase from us, but switch and goes, we can install those on chassis as well. And
CPS, Force America.
Okay, so there are several different brands of hydraulic upfitters that we use. They range from Force America to
CPS, Certified Power.
Certified Power.
Yeah.
Certified Power is another one. Buyers Products is another one that we use. And it really depends on that client's need, what they're trying to get accomplished with the truck, the features, functionality of that system. Some offer more, some offer less, some are price point guaranteed, some are warranty providers. So it all depends on that client's specific needs, but we work with all of those.
What I'm hearing, I mean, it's really cool because we don't just provide the product or the service, but we're actually helping the customer find something, even if it's not a product that we rep.
Yeah.
We're going out of our way to help them find whatever it is they need and then put it on for them.
Yeah.
So that's full service, and that's pretty amazing because I don't know any other truck dealerships in this area that do that.
Yeah, I mean, you're either working with a truck dealership or you're working with a body company.
Exactly.
Or you have to work with both.
Right.
And in this scenario, you can work with one and get both accomplished.
And get both, right.
So, there's a lot of benefit to it. It's one PO. It's one bid.
Yep.
It's one point
of
of contact
yep.
for repairs, for warranty, for numerous other items. And like I said earlier, at the end of the day, we're trying to provide a service to our clients because we know, like, and trust them, and they know, like, and trust us, and it's about the relationship. If we can help move your forward business, you can help us move our business forward. So it's all about moving forward for us.
And this is all being done at the Trivista dealership, so it's not a separate location. It's all being done where people are already familiar with coming to get their truck serviced or to purchase their parts, right?
Yeah, that's
It's done in
correct.
that same service department area.
Yeah, that's correct. It's all done inside our Paynesville facility. Now, we do, when we get loaded with builds and body swaps and installs, the Youngstown facility has the capability to do a lot of items, not a full upfit, but
Okay.
we can do a lot of the items associated with it. The Girard Equipment, which is our trailer brand, the Girard facility, they have a lot of upfit capabilities as well at Girard. And speaking of Girard, the location in Girard, we're happy that we just received the Fruhoff van trailer line.
That's great.
And we're really excited about that because it's very hard in today's market to get a van trailer. And when you do get a van trailer, it's very expensive. So Fruhoff was and has been a name in the industry since the 60s and 70s. In the United States, they unfortunately had stopped producing trailers about 2 decades ago. And our Girard facility is actually an old Fruhoff branch.
I remember that, now that you say that, yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty neat. We still have the signs hanging up inside.
Exactly, yeah.
Because that was a great brand back in the 70s and 80s. And so when Fruhoff left the United States, they continued building products in Mexico this entire time. Well, the ownership group of Fruhoff found a perfect opportunity to put a new facility in Bowling Green, Kentucky, right in our backyard of our Kentucky Trivista location. And through relationships, once again, we're able to secure that franchise for all Trivista locations. Iowa, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio.
Kansas.
Yes.
Yes, great.
So we're working through some of the details there, but we're really excited to be able to provide vans for everyone.
And I understand we've got some on order. They're not here yet, but they're coming soon.
Right, our first order's gone in.
Right.
But if you want one, call us up. We'll get some more on order.
Okay.
There's no restrictions on orders. Timing is important to everyone, so we can talk through the timing piece of that. But yeah, so in addition to the van line, now we also offer Benson and Transcraft, drop decks, standard flatbeds. And a lot of the upfitting that we're doing in Girard is also custom. So we'll put piggyback forklifts on, we'll put counterweights on, we'll add lift axles, we'll put tire monitoring systems on, we'll wire the entire chassis for beacon lights, we'll put all the glamour lights on that you want, we put bulkheads on, we put hubometers on, which is pretty easy, but the upfitting capabilities at Girard Equipment is also fantastic. In fact, we actually build our own takeoff bodies. So for construction companies that go to a job site and have to drive a truck back and forth, we created and build a takeoff body. So you load your trailer full of all the, or your body, your takeoff body, you load it full of all the tools and equipment that you're going to need for that job, and you drop that box there at the facility. Put a little padlock on there. As your guys are working at the job site, they're in and out. When you're done, you put it back on a flatbed and you take it to the next job, you refill it and do it over. So it's pretty neat. We've because of client demand and conversation and relationship, we've been able to create this small little niche of building these takeoff bodies that.
And that's done in Painesville?
That's done at Girard.
At Girard, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Girard does a ton of liftgate installs, repairs. Painesville does a ton of liftgate repairs and installs. We picked up a couple new brands of liftgates that we're also offering. And so at the end of the day, our objective is, yes, we have a vehicle that in a trailer that you're using, but there's so many other items that go on those trailers and those trucks and those bodies that somebody has to do. Well, we're trying to be, hey, let us just get it all done so that when you take the vehicle out of our parking lot, you're ready to go to work.
Exactly. So if somebody wanted to learn a little bit more just about all the bodies and fabrication and equipment services that you guys offer, they could go to the website and learn a little bit more there. I think there's a tab on there, bodies and equipment.
Yes.
People could go there to learn, look at all the different brands of products that are offered. Is there anything else that we didn't cover today on bodies, fabrication, and equipment that you might like to touch on?
Yeah, I would say we're always open to a challenge. If you have an idea, let us vet it out together. If you have a current situation that isn't working well for you, let us try to find a way to make it work for you. We're always interested in learning and growing and getting better. So if you're in that realm, work with us because we're always trying to get better as well.
Okay, thanks, Vince, for your time today. Appreciate it very much.
Thanks for having me.
We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Thank you. We hope you've enjoyed this edition of the Truck Talk with Trivista podcast. You can find more podcast talks or just general information about Trivista Companies and its many dealerships at trivistacompanies.com. Until next time, be safe out there.